Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Sunnyslope High School. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage of Saguaro SaberCats varsity baseball, and it is game number 5 on tap today for the SaberCats on the road and out of Scottsdale Quarterback Club tournament play for the first time this season as they take on the Sunnyslope Vikings. Saguaro comes in at 2-2 overall. Sunnyslope at 4-1 as Austin Anderson leads on for the SaberCats. The 1-1 pitch going the other way. And a ball hit into left field. It's a leadoff single for Saguaro. So Anderson aboard at first base for the SaberCats. It'll bring up the center fielder, Zach Gibbons. Game starts at 3:57 today, which is not either start time that we saw. The one that we had was 3:30. I was expecting a 3:30 start today. And talking to the coaches before the game, they said that they thought it was 3:45. We get started at 3:57, so I think the umpires must have thought a 4 o'clock start. Gibbons takes the first one for a ball. The 1-0 pitch is low. 2 balls and no strikes. So Austin Anderson, the leadoff hitter, Zach Gibbons second. Chris Ackman bats third. Brandon Demerest, the catcher, is fourth. Kyle Young in right field bats fifth. Matt Morris is the shortstop. He bats sixth. Andrew Valdez at third base is the number 7 hitter as the pitch is fouled back to the backstop to run the count to 2-1. Mike Benson DHs and bats eighth. Ben Tingley, the number 9 hitter, starts at second base for Saguaro. Connor Belfiore, a left-hander, the starting pitcher for Sunnyslope. And his 2-1 pitch. And near the inside corner for a strike, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes to Zach Gibbons with Anderson aboard at first base and nobody out, just underway at the top of the first. Check of the runner at first and the 2-2 pitch. And a breaking ball hit on the ground to third, out at second base, and no relay throw as Anderson gets to second base in a hurry and gets in the feet of the second baseman to prevent the throw on to first. So a 5-4 force of Anderson. Gibbons aboard at first on the fielder's choice, and the batter is Chris Ackman. Look over to first base. First one hit on the ground is short. Could be 2 here. Ground out to short. The throw to second and on to first base. 6-4-3 double play. And the SaberCats lose the extra runner after the leadoff single to start the inning. And nothing doing for the SaberCats in the first. No runs, a hit, and nobody left after a half inning of play. It's Saguaro nothing. And Sunnyslope coming up to face right-hander Travis Steinheiser. Robert Heath, the leadoff hitter for Sunnyslope in the bottom of the first inning, and he takes a pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch hit down the first base side but foul, and the count quickly 0-2. So Heath, the leadoff hitter at second base. Colin O'Neill bats second at shortstop. Casey Ballman at third base bats third. Connor Belfiore, the pitcher, is in the 4th spot. Michael Mahagian is the DH. He bats 5th. We'll get you the rest here. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, so Heath strikes out. That's the first out in the Sunnyslope first inning, and it brings up Colin O'Neill. So the rest of the Viking lineup, then Royal Love at first base bats 6. Chet Gleason in left field is the 7 hitter. The number 8 hitter is the center fielder, Max Fabricant. And Andrew Olvey is the catcher. He bats in the 9 hole. First one to Colin O'Neill is low for ball 1. No score here at the bottom of the first inning as the SaberCats got a leadoff single, fielder's choice, and then after that a 6-4-3 double play erased the base runner. And the pitch for a strike moves the count to 1-1. And the next pitch is low, 2 balls and a strike. And another one skipped in there. 3 balls and a strike. 3:20 325 down the lines here at Sunnyslope, 365 in the alleys, 375 to straightaway center field. And a pitch near the knees for a strike on Colin O'Neill, and the count runs full. One out, base is empty in the bottom of the first, and no score. And a ground ball hit over to the left side, cut off by the third baseman for the SaberCats, Andrew Valdez, and on to first base for the putout. 5-3 on the ground out, 2 away, and that'll give us a chance to go through the SaberCats defensively. Austin Anderson in left field, Zach Gibbons in center, and Kyle Young in right field. Andrew Valdez at third, Matt Morris is the shortstop, Ben Tingley at second, and Chris Ackman at first. And Brandon Demerest catching for Travis Steinheiser. And the ball hit down the left field line, but foul by several steps for a long first strike. Now this field here at Sunnyslope facing to the southwest, and so looking right into the sunshine here, and it'll probably get worse as the day goes on, as the next pitch at the knees right at the bottom of the strike zone, and it's 0-2 on Casey Bowman. Steinheiser running, and the 2-strike pitch is a breaking ball. Just missed it inside, might have been a bit low as well, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Connor Belfiore, the cleanup hitter, due up next for the Vikings. Saguaro with a convincing win on Monday over the previously unbeaten Mesquite Wildcats. You get a slow roller on the right side. Ackman will get to it. He'll flip it to Steinheiser covering at first base, and the old spring training play results in the final out for the SaberCats here as the Vikings' Casey Bowman grounds out to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Vikings in the first. After 1 inning of play, there's no score. Middle third of the order for Saguaro in the second. Brandon Demerest leads off, and a swing and a miss for a strike. Brandon had a great day on Monday. So I was talking just a minute ago about that Mesquite game on Monday. The SaberCats won that one 9-5. Brandon Demerest 4 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBI. Takes the pitch high for a ball, and it's 1-1. Demerest, Young, and Morris for the SaberCats in the second. The 1-1. And a breaking ball fouled off on the third base side. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Wait on it, Kyle. Sit on something, huh? Come on, Brandon.
Demerest out of the box, now back in and ready to face the next one from Connor Belfiore. And that one fouled off. And another 1-2 pitch. And that ball hit well and out to left field, going back to left fielder to the fence, and it's caught, I believe. He bobbled it, and that is going to be a catch in left field. I don't think the ball ever hit the fence. If it did, then it should be a double. If it did not, then it should be a catch, and the umpires will come together and talk it over here. And they're going to give him a double because the ball did hit the fence. So that'll bring the Sunnyslope head coach out of the dugout. Jeff Shillington will just want to get an explanation. We'll let them talk about it as Teddy Rubin will run for Demerest at second base. A leadoff double for Brandon Demerest as he continues the hot hitting. Hits in 5 straight at-bats now and 7 of his last 9. And a breaking ball to Kyle Young is outside for ball 1. And get to the defense quickly here for the Vikings. It's Gleason, Fabricant, and LeBrun. It's Calvin LeBrun in right field. So Gleason, Fabricant, and LeBrun left to right in the outfield. Bowman, O'Neill, Heath, and Love in the infield. Olvey catching. That pitch looked pretty good there. Called the ball, and it's 2-0.
Sit on it in. Come on, Cal.
Interesting here that at least the first two pitches to Young missing outside, so they don't want to let him pull the ball to the right side of the infield and give up the base from second to third for the runner at second. Another one away, and it's 3-0. Now, though, you run into trouble missing 3 times outside the strike zone. You run into problem now of trying to come back with a couple of strikes to get back into the count. 3-0 the count on Young. And the pitch. And it misses for ball 4. That one also looked pretty close, but a 4-pitch walk, and now Saguaro with the first 2 aboard. And nobody out in the top of the second inning. No score here at Sunnyslope. The Vikings jump out to a good start this year. They lost their first game to Nogales 6-3, and since then they have won 4 straight. They beat Paradise Valley. They beat an out-of-state team, Cardinal Newman. They beat North, and they beat Peoria. Matt Morris with 2 on and nobody out. And a breaking ball from Belfiore is high for a ball. That's 5 in a row now out of the strike zone. Demerest led off the inning with a double. Lifted for the courtesy runner as Teddy Rubin is at second, and now the walk to Young. The 1-0 count coming up here to Morris. And there's a pitch near the outside corner for a strike, and it's 1-1. Two aboard and nobody out on the top of the second. Scoreless here so far. Belfiore looks back to second, the 1-1 pitch. That's a pretty good spot there, just inside to Matt Morris, and it's 2-1. Busy day here at Sunnyslope High School. All the spring sports in action. Track meet going on behind the Saguaro dugout on the third base side as Morris swings and misses, and it's 2-2. Then they've also got softball going on here at Sunnyslope. Runners take off on the 2-2. The pitch is low. The throw goes to third base. It is not in time, and so the SaberCats with a double steal. Boy, I thought that pitch was a ball, but called a strike on Morris, so he is called out on strikes for the first out. The runners do move up, though. And so it's 2 in scoring position with 1 away for Andrew Valdez. And a breaking ball across for a strike. The 1-strike pitch. Back to the breaking ball, and that one's across for a strike, and it's 0-2. So Belfiore, at least in this inning, has been able to spot the curveball a little bit better than the fastball. The 0-2.
Good job,
and Valdez just stays alive, fouls it off. And the count stays at 0 into second and third, and 1 out, top of the second inning, no score.
Good jump, Teddy.
Belfiore with the set and the 0-2. Fastball, and that's inside. Moves Valdez a bit off the plate. Mike Benson next for the SaberCats. And the 1-2. And Valdez fouls it away. And stays at 1-2 on Valdez. We've got mostly updated stats here for Saguaro. We got the stat sheet from the website through Saturday's game. As Valdez hangs in there, drives the ball to center field. Rubin will score, and Young is held at third base. So an RBI single for Andrew Valdez, and Saguaro leads Sunnyslope 1-0. Yeah, Mike Benson, the DH. And Benson fouls the first one, backing out of play. Runners at first and third and one out with a run in. I was talking about the stats then. The stat sheet on the website updated through Saturday. Then we went through and added by hand the stats from Monday. So those are the unofficial part of the stats that we've got here. A ball and a strike on Mike Benson. Ben Tingley would be next for the SaberCats. The 1-1. And a pretty breaking ball outer half of the plate for a strike, and it's 1-2. Now, Saguaro has found out their placement game for Saturday. They will be on the road in Anthem to take on Boulder Creek at 12 noon. As the pitch is fouled away on the first base side.
Win the battle, Mike. One out.
Another 1-2 pitch coming up to Benson. And another one spoiled, foul out of play on the right side. 1-0 Saguaro. SaberCats batting in the top of the second inning. Runner from first takes off. The pitch is strike. The throw to second base is cut off, but Young does not try to advance. So Benson called out on strikes for the second out. Valdez steals second. Young stays put at third. And now two in scoring position with 2 outs for Ben Tingley.
Hey, 17-year-old.
And the first one to Tingley is across for a strike.
When are you jumping?
Alfiore sets. And the 0-1. A little bit high to Tingley. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Short to it, man.
And the next pitch misses for a ball, and it's 2-1. A run in for Saguaro after a leadoff double from Brandon Demerest. His courtesy runner, Teddy Rubin, stole third as part of a double steal and scored on the base hit from Valdez. And that ball hit pretty well and out to center field. Fabricant going back, but he'll get under it to make the catch. And the side retired, and Saguaro with base runners, and they push across just 1 run on 2 hits plus a walk. They leave 2, and after an inning and a half, it's Saguaro 1 and Sunnyslope 0. Connor Belfiore, the pitcher, leads off for Sunnyslope as we go to the bottom of the second inning. First pitch from Travis Steinheiser goes to the backstop for ball 1. Steinheiser 1-1 in the season, a 7.11 earned run average, 6 1/3 innings pitched in 2 appearances. 6 hits allowed, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 3 hit batters. Pitch inside, 2 balls and no strikes. So 12 base runners in 6 1/3 innings for Steinheiser between the hits, the walks, and the hit batters. And now a ground ball up the middle, and that's into center field past the shortstop Morris. And Belfiore's got a leadoff single for the Vikings.
Never know, Andy. These guys won that last year, every situation. That's what Sunrise did. Every sacrifice situation.
Runner with the leadoff first base as Michael Mahagian at the plate. He bunts and puts it down nicely on the third base side, picked up by Valdez. He'll throw to first base. And the sacrifice successful for the Vikings. 5-3 on the sacrifice. Belfiore goes to second, and the batter is Royal Love. One nothing Saguaro. And now Sunnyslope with a runner at second base and one out. Playing in the bottom of the second. And the first pitch fouled out of play on the right side. And a swing and a miss. And the count goes to 0-2 on the first baseman for Sunnyslope, Royal Love. The 0-2. And a breaking ball, and that's out to left field. Anderson over, and he's got it for the second out.
Too much of the plate 0-2, Brandon.
So Love flies out to left field, and the batter is Chet Gleason. And the first pitch hit on the ground into the hole. It's short. That's off the glove of the shortstop, Morris, and it goes into left field. That'll get a run home for the Vikings. And an RBI single for Chet Gleason evens the game at 1. Well, tough play there maybe for the shortstop, Morris. I don't know if he was trying to backhand it to maybe have a play, but with that runner running with 2 outs and making that turnaround third base, you got to make sure that ball doesn't get into the outfield. Next, Fabricant, the center fielder, Tardy on the first pitch for strike 1. Gleason on at first base with 2 away. A run in for the Vikings as they have tied Saguaro in the bottom of the second. And a pitch low for a ball. It's 1-1. First pitch fouled out of play on the right side. Not the first pitch, the next one I should say. The count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on Fabricant. Runner goes, the 1-2 pitch. That hit the batter Fabricant before he got out of the batter's box. And the count will stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Steinheiser with the set, the 1-2.
Nice pitch, Travis.
And a breaking ball just fouled off. Fabricant did not get much of that pitch, but he got just enough to knock it away. The set again in the 1-2. Fastball inside and low. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Runner.
And a swing and a miss. And the side is retired. Fabricant strikes out, and that will end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits, and 1 runner left. The Vikings tied in the bottom of the second after 2. It's 1-1. Top of the order for Saguaro in the third. Austin Anderson leads off.
Let it get deep, boss. 1 out.
Anderson with a single in the first. Came into the day batting .429 with 3 doubles and a couple of RBI.
Good idea,
Shortened the bunt there and takes the pitch high and away for ball 1. That'll bring the third baseman, Casey Bowman, in another step. You draw him in another step, and that helps the angle if you're going to try to hit the ball the other way. Swing and a miss. And the count goes to a ball and a strike. Anderson, Gibbons, and Ackman, the top third of the order for the SaberCats in the third. The 1-1. And that ball bunted, but foul as it hits off the face of the Saguaro dugout on the third base side. One and two on Anderson with a number change today. Instead of the familiar 21, he's wearing 19 today. And a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Third strikeout for Belfiore. First out of the third inning. And the batter is Zach Gibbons. First pitch inside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. That's high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Gibbons bounced into a fielder's choice in the first inning. Came into the day batting .313 with a double and an RBI. And a fastball high and away. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. Across for the automatic strike there. 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Way inside for ball 4. So Gibbons walks to become a one-out base runner for the SaberCats.
Let it travel, Chris. Trust your hands.
Runner takes off, pitch outside, throw to second base. And not in time. It was a great jump out there at second base for Gibbons. Or at first base, I should say, on his way to second. And into scoring position. Chris Ackman at the plate, batting .333, a double and a homer. He's knocked in 4. And that ball hit slowly down the third baseline, backhanded, throw to first base in time. And no return throw to third as Gibbons hustles his way up to third base. Ackman grounds out 5-3. And there's 2 away for Brandon Demerest. First one to Demerest, just a bit high for a ball. Brandon, after that big day on Monday, up to a .538 average, a double, a homer, 4 knocked in, and now he's hit his second double of the season in his first at-bat today. The next pitch is low, and it's 2-0. Another one skipped in there. 3 balls and no strikes.
Hit a mistake here, Brant.
Vikings maybe pitching around Demerest here a little bit. The 3-0. And they spin a breaking ball across for a strike on the outer half of the plate. Another breaking ball. That one fouled off on the
Swing, Brandon.
third base side of the count. Runs full at 3-2. Gibbons at third base, 2 outs, top of the third. A 1-1 ball game between the SaberCats and the Vikings. The sent from Belfiore in the 3-2. And a swing, and that's just fouled off.
Short line drive, Brand.
Another 3-2 count coming up here to Demerest. And it's high and away, and it's ball 4. Second walk of the inning, and the third of the game, surrendered by Connor Belfiore, and now runners at first and third. Rubin again will run at first for Demerest, and the batter is Kyle Young. Pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Young walked and stole a base in the second inning. Came into the day batting .385 with a double, 2 homers, and 6 knocked in. Ball hit down the right field line. If it's fair, that's trouble, and it's gone. A 3-run home run for Kyle Young. A line drive, laser shot out to right field as he turns on it. And for Young, his 3rd home run of the year, another 3-run home run, and a big hit with 2 outs as Saguaro takes a 4-1 lead. Now Matt Morris bats with the bases empty. And 2 away, but now 3 in for the SaberCats in the third. And Morris went around on the appeal. The 0-1. Hit back up the middle off the glove of Belfiore, picked up by the shortstop O'Neill, and on to first base to retire the side. A 1-6-3 ground out ends the inning, but Saguaro gets 3 runs on a 3-run home run from Kyle Young. It was the only hit of the inning, but 2 more walks put the runners ahead of him. And in the middle of the third, it's the Saguaro SaberCats 4 and the Sunnyslope Vikings 1. Nine, 1, and 2 in the order for the Vikings in the bottom of the third. Andrew Olvey takes the first pitch. I think it was inside for a ball. And the next one across for a strike from Travis Steinheiser. Steinheiser with the next one. And that one hit out to right field. That'll hang up just long enough for Young to get to it. And so a soft line drive out to right field, but Young there for the catch. And the batter is Robert Heath. First pitch inside to Heath for ball 1. And the next pitch misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Heath was out on strikes his first time up. The 2-0 pitch. There's a breaking ball in the inside corner, a strike. And it's 2-1. Next pitch fouled off on the first base side, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a ball hit out to right center field. That's going to split the outfielders and go all the way to the warning track as Gibbons gets to it and gets it back in. It's a stand-up double for Robert Heath. A one-out double and the third hit of the ball game for the Vikings. Heath at second with one out for Colin O'Neill. And the first one to Colin O'Neill, a strike, and O'Neill 0 for 1 today. Bounced out to Valdez at third back in the first inning. The one strike pitch. That's a slow tapper out in front of the plate. Steinheiser gets to it. He's got time and throws to first base and picks up the second out of the inning. A 1-3 ground out as Heath goes to third base. And the batter is Casey Bowman with a runner at third and 2 away. It's a 4-1 Saguaro lead. Sunnyslope batting here in the bottom of the third. And a ground ball up the middle, a long run, and it's out of the reach of Tingley and into center field. Nothing he could do about it. Did everything he could, in fact. But it is an RBI base hit for Bowman as Heath scores to cut it to 4-2, and the batter is Connor Balfiore. First one to Balfiore, a strike. And the 0-1 fouled off, and it's 0-2.
Nothing cheap here, Brandon. No easy base. High fastball, home run.
Easy throw to first base, and the runner back. Nothing in 2 on Balfiore. Sabercats trying to get in the dugout here. Steinheiser takes a little extra time up there and now steps off. And a swing and a miss on a breaking ball will end the inning. Sunnyslope answers back with a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. After 3, it's Saguaro 4 and Sunnyslope 2. Now we've got to work in the 4th inning and get the audio back up for you here. Andrew Valdez leads off. It's the bottom third of the order for the Sabercats, and it's a 2-1 count on Valdez, and he'll foul that pitch out of play. And the count goes to 2-2.
Square it up, Andy. Come on out.
Valdez with an RBI single and a stolen base in the 2nd inning. Came in batting .231 with 4 RBI, so he's added his 5th of the year. And on the 2-2, he takes low. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 4th inning from Sunnyslope High School. Sabercats out of tournament play for the first time this season, as their first 4 games were in the Scottsdale Quarterback Club tournament. And a pop-up on the right side of the infield on what might have been ball 4. It is caught on the edge of the outfield grass by Robbie Heath, and that's 1 out.
Line drive, Michael.
Now Mike Benson, who was called out on strikes his first time up, hits a fly ball out to left field. This is Gleason there. And just about in his tracks, just a couple of steps maybe to his left, makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Now Ben Tingley, the number 9 hitter, came into the day today a 300 hitter. Had a fly ball out to center field to end the second inning. 4 runs, 4 hits for Saguaro, 2 runs, 4 hits for Sunnyslope. First one to Tingley, just a bit inside for ball 1. Next pitch bounced in. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs and the base is empty in the top of the 4th inning. Saguaro leading Sunnyslope 4-2.
But do they know which door is which? They do.
The 2-0. Outside, 3 balls and no strikes. And the pitch is high for ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter turns the order over for the SaberCats as Austin Anderson will come to the plate for the 3rd time in 4 innings for the SaberCats. Anderson with a single in the 1st, and he struck out in the 3rd. And a curveball hit on the ground to the right side. Easy hop there for Heath and on to first base. This side retired. A 2-out walk for the SaberCats. Not able to run him past first base. And after 3.5, it's Saguaro 4 and Sunnyslope 2. 5, 6, and 7 for Sunnyslope in the bottom of the 4th inning. Michael Mahagian leads off. And a swing and a miss for a strike. Mahagian sacrificed his first time up. And a pitch for a strike, and it's 0-2. Mahagian, Love, and Gleason for the Vikings in the 4th. Down 4-2. And a breaking ball inside corner for a called 3rd strike. And 1 out in the 4th inning. The batter is Royal Love. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Travis Steinheiser. And the first pitch off speed is inside for ball 1. Love hit a fly ball out to left field in the 2nd inning. The 1-0. And that one hit pretty well and out to center field. Drifting over into right center field now is Gibbons, and he reaches up for the fly ball, and there's 2 away. Now the batter is Chet Gleason, who had an RBI single in the 2nd. First one is inside and low for ball 1. The 1-0 hit on the ground. That's out to shortstop, grabbed by Morris. Over to Ackman at first base, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the first time in, well, since the first inning anyway, for Sunnyslope. After 4 innings of play, the Vikings trail the SaberCats 4-2. 2, 3, and 4 in the order for the SaberCats as we go to work in the 5th inning. And the first pitch is low for ball 1. Gibbons, Ackman, and Demerest scheduled to bat for the SaberCats in the 5th. Interesting for Saguaro as they have not used a pinch hitter or a substitution to hit in their first 4 games, as they last pitch a strike. The 1-1 is a bouncer to the left side, picked up by the third baseman Bowman and on to Love. And the out recorded by about a step at first base, a 5-3 ground out. And there's one out for Chris Ackman. So through the first 4 games, and I guess into the 5th game now, the same 9 players have been the batters all the way through the Saguaro lineup, and I don't think that the lineup has even changed. Another ground ball, and Ackman's going to get a worm burner between short and third, and that's into left field for the base hit. Ackman with his first hit of the day, now 1 for 3. And the batter, Brandon Demerest. "4-2. Saguaro leads, batting in the top of the 5th. And Demerest hits one out to left field, and that's another base hit. So Demerest with the single.
Nice job, Brandon.
Yeah, Demerest leaves as Teddy Rubin again runs at first base. Ackman stops at second, so 2 aboard with 1 out in the 5th for Kyle Young. Really good streak going here for Demerest. 6 for 6, plus a walk in his last 7 plate appearances. And a nice breaking ball to Kyle Young on the corner for a strike. Kyle with a big blast, the 3-run home run in the 3rd. The sent from Belfiore in the 0-1. Just misses the outside corner, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 aboard with 1 out. Saguaro up 4-2. Sabercats with a run in the 2nd and 3 in the 3rd. Sunnyslope with a run in the 2nd and 1 in the 3rd. And the ball fouled off on the third base side of the count. Now 1-2. Matt Morris next for the Sabercats. Check back to second base and the 1-2 pitch. That's way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes as Olvey, the catcher, is out to talk to Belfiore. Now Young back in there with the 2-2 count. And Belfiore ready. He'll look back to second a couple of times. The 2-2 pitch. Another breaking ball, and that swung on and missed. Now 2 away in the inning with 2 aboard for Matt Morris. Sabercats hoping to push a run across here in the 5th inning, leading 4-2. They had first and second with 1 out, but now first and second and 2 away. And it's up to Matt Morris, who came in batting .357, 3 doubles and 3 RBI. And he fouls the first one straight back.
Get on top of something, Matty.
0-1 on Morris, who was called out on strikes in the 2nd. He grounded out to end the 3rd. Belfiore ready again, looking back to second. The 1-strike pitch. And that one hit just foul down the left field side. And the count 0-2. Sabercats playing their 2nd game of the week. Now they'll be off until Saturday when they go back on the road. We knew it was going to be a road game. We're just waiting to find out what the placement was going to be. And it'll be against the Boulder Creek Jaguars. There's a line shot up the middle, off the glove of the second baseman into center field. Coming around third and scoring is Chris Ackman. An RBI base hit for Matt Morris makes it 5-2. The second baseman got over to it, got a glove on it, but couldn't corral it and couldn't keep it from going into center field. And now Andrew Valdez with 2 aboard and 2 out, but a run in for Saguaro. Look back to second base again. Now the first one on the way to Valdez, and it's on the outside corner for strike 1. The set and a 1-strike pitch. Off the end of the bat, but that's hit into a right field. The right fielder, LeBron, slips but recovers and makes the catch. The side retired. Saguaro adds a run in the 5th. They do it on 3 base hits and leave 2. To the bottom of the 5th we go. It's Saguaro 5 and Sunnyslope 2. Eight, 9, and 1 in the order for the Sunnyslope Vikings in the bottom of the 5th. Max Fabricant trying to bunt his way on, and he bunts the first one foul for a strike. Fabricant struck out swinging his first time up. And a fly ball out to left field. Back going Anderson. He's there, and he'll put it away for out number 1. First one to Andrew Alvey, misses for ball 1. The next pitch outside, 2 balls and no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch. There's a ground ball into the hole, backhanded by Morris. Set his feet and throw it at first base in time. And there's 2 down. That's 6 in a row, retired by Travis Steinheiser. He's allowed 2 earned runs on 4 hits through 4 2/3. And now he'll go after Robbie Heath. Trying to bunt his way on and bunts it foul. Not many guys in the lineup probably able to bunt their way on, or it's not a good idea anyway. The idea is that, with 2 outs, it's nice to get on first base, but you really got to be able to get to second. So you're looking for a bunt base hit and then a steal of the bag at second, as instead the ground ball goes up the middle. Morris fields and throws to Ackman at first. It's another 3-up, 3-down inning. Through 5, the Vikings trail the SaberCats 5-2. And we begin the 6th inning of play from Sunnyslope High School. Saguaro sends up Mike Benson, Ben Tingley, and Austin Anderson. 8, 9, and 1 in the order. And Benson with the ground ball, and that's just under the glove of the third baseman Bowman and down the line and left. Benson will take a run around first, but stop there, and it's a leadoff hit. Benson with his 2nd hit in as many days, 1 for 3 today. And a pinch runner at first base. John Nimps will run at first. And Ben Tingley set to step in. They'll face a new pitcher. Calvin LeBrun starts the 6th inning for Sunnyslope. LeBrun comes in from right field. Connor Balfiore goes from the pitcher's mound to center field. And Max Fabricant is pushed from center field to right. So Nims, the pinch runner at first base, and Tingley ready to step in. And first pitch, ball one. On the set of the 1-0. Tingley showed bunt, pulled the bat back, and hit the ball down the right field side. It's going to hang up. There's a lot of foul territory here at Sunnyslope, but that one does land foul. A ball and a strike to count now. And there's a pitch across for a strike, and it's 1-2. The set from LeBrun and the 1-2 pitch. Runner goes, pitch outside, throw to second base, and I didn't see a whole lot of tag there, but it was enough. The runner is caught stealing as Heath got over there to cover the bag. So 1-4 caught stealing is the first out in the Saguaro sixth inning. And it's now 2-2 on Tingley with the bases empty and one out. 5-2, SaberCats lead. And next pitch way outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2. Inside corner, near it anyway, for a called third strike. And that's the second out in the top of the sixth inning for the SaberCats. Saguaro leading 5-2 as Austin Anderson is back in. And the first one to Austin Anderson across for a strike. The 0-1. It's low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Anderson 1 for 3. His single came in the first. LeBron misses outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Connor Belfiore, 5 innings pitched for Sunnyslope. 7 hits allowed, 5 runs all earned, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Swing and a miss on a curveball, and the count's 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Nowhere close there. That one's outside, bounces, and it goes to the backstop. 3-2 on Austin Anderson with 2 outs and the base is empty. And the 3-2. At the knees for a strike, and maybe Anderson was looking breaking ball, and it's a fastball at the knees to retire the side. No runs, a hit, nobody left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Saguaro leads Sunnyslope 5-2. We go to work in the bottom of the 6th inning. Colin O'Neill takes strike 1 as Travis Steinheiser is out for his 6th inning of work. The 0-1, that's low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Now 1-2 the count. And now 2-2 on O'Neill. Bowman and Belfiore to follow for the Vikings in the 6th. That one really close, but called ball 3. Three-two. On the ground to the right side, and that'll trickle into right field for a base hit. A leadoff single in the 6th. And the batter is Casey Bowman. I don't know that that ball was playable for Ackman at first, but as it turns out anyway, he was probably the guy that had the best chance to get to it. Steinheiser's first one misses outside. 4-1. Double-barreled action in the Sabercat bullpen. Kane McCaslin is the right-hander that's getting loose. The 1-0 pitch. That one fouled back, and it's 1-1. Alan Madsen, the left-hander, that's getting loose. 1-1 on Casey Bowman, who is 1 for 2. He had an RBI single his last time up. There's a nice pitch on the outside corner, a strike, and it's 1-2. Steinheiser will throw to first, and the runner O'Neill is back standing up. Bottom of the 6th inning. Vikings need to get another base runner on to get the tying run to the plate as they trail by a score of 5-2. And a breaking ball fouled out of play. Sabercats on the road on Saturday at Boulder Creek to take on the Jaguars. 12 o'clock start in Anthem. The 1-2. That's on the ground, and that's going to get through into right field. Ackman did go over to the right that time, and it was just out of his reach. So the first 2 aboard for the Vikings. And now Connor Balfiore, the pitcher, actually the center fielder now. He was the starting pitcher. And he bats representing the tying run. Nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning, 5-2 Saguaro. Sunnyslope with a great chance here to at least get on the board. But a pop-up, that'll be an infield fly. It'll be Morris, the shortstop, to call for it. So a bit of a gift there as Balfiore got under the first pitch, and a pop-up for the first out. And now Michael Mahagian, the DH. First pitch across for a strike. That was just pitch number 70 for Steinheiser. 71 is a pretty breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-2. A look back to second base, and the 2-strike pitch. The help there, a swing and a miss on a pitch down in the dirt. Steinheiser gets strikeout number 5. And it's the second time he struck out Mahagian. 2 away in the inning now with 2 aboard for Royal Love, the first baseman. Sabercats not out of trouble yet. The first pitch fouled back and out of play. Love 0 for 2, a fly ball to left and a fly ball to center in his 2 at-bats. Steinheiser sets, and the 0-1. At the knees on the corner, a strike, and it's 0-2.
Why are you leaving? Oh. She's like a mom.
Check back at second base, the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Steinheiser pitches out of trouble after giving up back-to-back base hits to start the sixth. A pop out and 2 strikeouts in the threat. And the Vikings do not score. We've put 6 in the books from Sunnyslope. It's Saguaro 5 and Sunnyslope 2. Another pitching change for the Vikings as we start the 7th inning, 2, 3, and 4 in the order. And Zach Gibbons takes the first pitch for ball 1. Robbie Heath, the new pitcher for the Vikings, as the fastball is outside and it's 2-0. So Heath takes over on the mound. That leaves an opening at second base. Casey Bowman moves from third to second, and the DH Michael Nahigian is on the field defensively now. He's in at third base as that pitch is a strike. The 2-1 pitch. And umpire's going to say that Gibbons offered, and the count goes to 2-2. (5-2) Saguaro trying to add to the lead in the 7th. That one fouled off. Gibbons 0 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. A 2-2 pitch. Fastball is high, and it's 3-2. Ackman and Demerest to follow for Saguaro here in the 7th. And a line shot into left field, and a leadoff single starts the SaberCats 7th. First pitch to Chris Ackman is outside for a ball. And a ball hit back up the middle. That's picked up behind the bag at second. And a pretty play by the shortstop, Colin O'Neill. Moves the runner up, so it does the purpose there for the SaberCats, but takes a base hit away from Ackman. It goes 6-3 on the ground out as Gibbons goes to second. And the batter is Brandon Demerest. First one fouled back to the backstop. Brandon Demerest 2 for 2 today with a double and a walk. 5-2 Saguaro hitting in the top of the 7th. Heath looking in. Checks back to second base. The 1-strike pitch. On the outside corner, a strike, and it's 0-2. And a pitch foul to the backstop, and it's still 0-2. And the 0-2 is a breaking ball. That's up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a pitch for a strike retires Demerest for the first time in 3 games, as Demerest was perfect on Monday and had been perfect today. Now 2 outs with a runner at second for Kyle Young. Young with a 3-run home run in the third, 1 for 2 today as he takes outside for a ball. He also walked in the second and struck out in the fifth. The 1-0 pitch, hit on the ground, just foul.
Line drive.
1 ball and 1 strike on Young. The pitch on the way, and that's hit well and out to left center field. Gleason looks up, and Young leaves the yard again. Home run number 2 on the day and number 4 on the season. A 2-run home run for Kyle Young, and the SaberCats lead 7-2. Well, Young showing power there. The first one, a line drive, kind of a laser out in the short part down in right field. This time, though, he goes to left center, going the other way, and drives the ball into the alley and over the fence. Now Matt Morris takes a pitch for ball 1. 7-2 SaberCats. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball bounced in there. 2 balls and a strike. And that ball hit down the left field line, but well foul and out of play. And it's 2-2.
Come on, Maddie. Trust the hands, kid.
2-2 pitch. And that one fouled back to the backstop.
Stay inside it, Maddie.
2 big runs for Saguaro in the 7th inning. And the 2-2 going near the outside corner. Morris doesn't like it, but the sign is retired. A second strikeout of the inning for Heath, but he gives up 2 runs on 2 hits, including the second homer of the game from Kyle Young. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Saguaro 7 and Sunnyslope 2. Chet Gleason leads off for Sunnyslope in the 7th. It's the bottom third of the order. And the next pitch misses for a ball. 2-0. Travis Steinheiser out there for Saguaro as he starts the 7th. And a swing and a miss, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Steinheiser's 2-1. Hit well out to center field. That's going to send Gibbons back. He'll look up, and it hits just off the base of the fence. Hauling his way into second base there is Gleason. It's a leadoff double in the 7th. Time called. Max Fabricant, the right fielder, into bat with a runner at second. And the first one from Steinheiser across for a strike.
Are you up, Ty?
7-2. Saguaro trying to go to 3-2 on the season. And a breaking ball across for a strike. And it's 0-2. Steinheiser, 81 pitches, and number 82 is a ground ball to short. They'll go to third base, and no reason at all to throw that ball to third base. It's appetizing to try to get that lead runner, but with a 5-run lead, you got to get outs, and that throw really probably should have gone to first base. So Gleason gets to third as he made it just ahead of the tag. And now Fabricant aboard at first base on the fielder's choice. And the batter is Andrew Olvey. First pitch fouled back and out of play. Steinheiser ready, the 0-1. And a ground ball out to short. Morris backhands out at second base. Tingley's throw to first. And that's a double play. The run comes in to make it 7-3, but the SaberCats will trade the 2 outs for the run. No RBI on the play, and that's a good turn. Morris had to make a pretty good play on a short hop of the backhand, and then Tingley had to get the turn because it took a little more time for that ball to get out there on the backhand. Tingley had to stay in there knowing that runner was bearing down on him. Now Heath, the pitcher, as he fouls the first one out of play. Next one misses. It's 1-1. And a ball out to Morris again. The shortstop backhands, throws to Ackman at first base, and that will do it. Travis Steinheiser with a complete game victory for the Saguaro SaberCats. Sunnyslope in the 7th, 1 run on 1 hit, and that will do it. 7-3 is our final from Sunnyslope High School. Totals on the game for Saguaro: 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 5 left. For Sunnyslope, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and 4 runners left on. Travis Steinheiser gets the complete game victory, and again, it's 7 innings, 3 runs, 7 hits, and through just over about 85 pitches or so, and finishes unofficially anyway with 6 strikeouts. SaberCats go to 3-2 on the season. Sunnyslope handed their second loss as that breaks up a 4-game winning streak for the Vikings. And Saguaro will be back in action on Saturday. They'll be on the road in Anthem to take on Boulder Creek. It'll be Boulder Creek and Saguaro at 12 noon on Saturday. So that'll do it. Again, our final, it's Saguaro 7 and Sunnyslope 3 from Sunnyslope High School. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network saying so long. We'll talk to you again, hopefully, on Saturday.